Hey, good afternoon, friends. Thank you for being here. My name is Tina. This is Life in the Piedmont. This is my homestead, and I'm in my kitchen. It's Friday afternoon, and I am prepping dinner for tonight and for tomorrow, and I wanted to bring you along. I've done a video on this dish before, but it's one of my family's favorites. It's a sausage rice casserole, and I'm gonna get ready to get done and put it together and put it in the oven. But my other recipe is going to be a soup, and I'm making the soup for tomorrow. So I wanted to bring you along, and I'll show you what we're going to be making. Dinner into the oven, and I can guarantee you there's going to be some leftovers for tomorrow. So when we're working around the homestead, I won't have to worry too much about making some type of lunch or something. This is one leftover I know my husband will love. So I'm going to get this into the oven, and then we're going to start on our soup for tomorrow. All right, friends, we are back. I am getting ready to make some meatballs for our Italian meatball soup. And if you hear noise in the back, that is my husband upstairs. So I've got 2 pounds of grass-fed local farm fresh beef here, and I added some pork in there as well to help bind it a little bit better. And to that, I am gonna sprinkle some pepper. I don't have exact measurements. I just do it by eye and by taste. I would say that's probably about 2 teaspoons, if not more, of Italian seasoning. Some salt. I have a pink Himalayan. I love to put the crushed red peppers in here. Just give it a little kick. And then, of course, garlic. And you can never have too much garlic, right? I'm gonna have to get more garlic. Now that we have all those in there, I am gonna crack an egg, get that in there. These are farm fresh eggs as well. And there's only one way to truly mix this up, and that is with your hands. My hands have just been washed, they're clean. And so we're just gonna go through here and mix this up. And sometimes I'll put a little bit of bread crumbs in there, which is good. But today I just don't think I'm gonna do it. So what I'm gonna do today is get the meatballs done. I'll probably start cooking the soup today. It doesn't take long. This is, I think, the longest part of putting it together, to be honest with you. It's just making the meatballs. Get that mixed up really good. And I'm gonna set those aside. I'm gonna go wash my hands, and I'm gonna start chopping up. You're gonna need some carrots and some celery, and I'm just gonna start chopping these up. I should probably get my chopper out, but it's okay. Just chop them up into little bite-sized pieces. Probably about, let's see, maybe a half a cup to a cup, because I'm gonna kind of double this because I want to be able to just put some in my freezer. I'm not gonna can it, but yeah. So we're gonna cut some carrots up. We got a couple of things of celery I am going to chop up as well. And I need to get my onion out, which I have not done. So we are just gonna keep chopping and chopping. And I am gonna need to get my onion out. Well, and I'll tell you, the reason I thought, oh, let me just put this together today is because I had decided to come in and start cooking dinner for tonight. Just getting it done. And I thought, well, since I'm already in my kitchen, why not get dinner going for tomorrow night? I already had chopped up an onion. I already had chopped up celery for dinner, and that stuff was out. So let's just do it. Get it done. Be careful I don't cut myself. And just get ahead of the day tomorrow, because there's a lot I really want to do. It's supposed to be really nice tomorrow, like chilly nice, 65. Today's a little humid and almost 80 degrees. So, up to. Have you been canning or preserving any food? Do you have an interest in that? Next week, I will be at the Homesteaders of America conference here in Virginia. I am really excited to go. I can't wait to go and sit in. I'll be able to sit in and listen to one of my favorite YouTubers, Ruth Ann Zimmerman. She is going to be there, Lord willing, and I will be able to go sit and listen to her wisdom. She has so much wisdom for farming. If you don't know who she is, you might want to go check out her YouTube channel. It's Ruth Ann Zimmerman, Homesteading with the Zims. She is an amazing lady. She does a lot. Sometimes I wonder how she gets it all done, but she has a great crew to help her out. So yeah, so that's where I'm gonna be tomorrow. I'm hoping to go with a new friend who's also a YouTuber. I'm not gonna mention any names, but yeah. So hopefully I'll be able to meet a couple of new friends that I follow on YouTube, and I think it should be fun. So what I'm gonna do is just finish chopping this. I'm gonna grab my onion and get that chopped. All right, we are on the last chopping of our celery. I have my pot out. I have olive oil in there. It's heating up. So we are going to saute the onion, celery, and carrots all together. And then I will get those all. Now my meatballs, I have 2 pounds out. I'm not going to use all 2 pounds in here, but I am going to make some for the future and have them put in the freezer for future dinners. We have some of our friends are coming next month, and I want to have a couple of things prepared before they get here, and that includes they're coming for Thanksgiving. They'll be here over 3 weeks, and we're really excited about that. So I want to make some pie crust. I have biscuits I want to make and freeze, and yeah, just kind of get a mental thing of what we're doing in our family every year. I'll take you along when we do it, but our family every year, it's been a tradition ever since I can remember. My dad's side of the family is Italian, and his mom, my grandma, taught my mom how to make homemade raviolis. And so my mom taught me, and her mom learned how to make them as well. And so we used to, every year we would get together before Thanksgiving. Let me get my camera situated here. And we would gather either at my grandma's house or my mom's house, and we would make raviolis. I think we used to make well over 1,000 raviolis, and it took all day, and we were really tired, but it was so much fun. And so that tradition has carried on. I do it now, and I have for many years. My daughter knows how to do it, and she did them last year because I was not able to. And so this year with our friends here, I'm hoping to get them involved and make some ravioli as well. And I'll film that so I can take you along the process how we do it. And hopefully I'll make enough that they can take some back to Texas with them in their cooler. It should be fine. And so yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get ready to do that because the holidays are coming, friends. So let me put the camera back down on what we're doing and straighten it out. It doesn't want to cooperate and stain. But so to my pot, it's ready. We are going to put all this in. I'm going to turn my heat down just a little bit because I don't want it to saute too fast. We're going to put our celery and onions in. We're going to give those, there we go. We'll give those a really good stir. And while I have those sauteing, we will go back Now, normally I have my cookie sheet out, and I do, and I have it over here, but I'm just gonna, for filming purposes, we're just gonna make them here. I don't know, I don't use a cookie scoop or anything. It's just kind of by feel, and make the meatball, and I'm just gonna make a whole bunch in here and put them on the plate. Meatballs are done. I've got my cookie sheet lined with parchment paper here, and we are just gonna place the meatballs on here. The rest of them that I don't want baked, I will put in the oven. These will go in the oven after my casserole is done. And the rest of them that I'm not gonna bake for the soup will go into the freezer. And then freeze the cooked ones that I have so I can pull out and throw them in a pasta or something a lot quicker. I don't have to worry about cooking them. So I think I'll just bake all of them to make life a little easier on my future cooking and for my future self. How's that? Yep. I got quite a few out of here. Aren't those just so pretty? These are going to go in the oven at 350 till I'd say about 12 minutes. Well, and here I am, friends. I forgot to mince my garlic up, and that's what I'm doing, and I'm adding it to the soup. And our dinner is ready, and it's not even 4:30. I'm so happy I'm done with that. So we can eat whenever that is ready. The meatballs are just about done, and let me check on those. And there's the meatballs, because they're gonna cook more in there, so I don't want to overcook them. So now what I'll do is I'm gonna get a slotted spoon. And we're gonna put, you can put as many as you want. Oh, and friends, I actually added an extra 1.5 cups of water to my original recipe here. It was 28 ounces of tomato sauce and 4 cups of the broth, and I just didn't feel that that was enough. I'll probably use a good chunk of these. I don't know how many I'm putting in there. I'm just putting them in. I think that should be enough. I'll show you what it looks like in just a minute. So those will continue to cook. You can use any pasta you want, but I just found these little nugget pastas at one of the bulk stores up in Lancaster. I thought it was cute and different. And we're gonna add that in and bring it to a boil. Now they say not to do this, but I don't always follow the recipe because I want dinner done. So tomorrow I can. So the pasta's gonna cook in here with the remaining. Let me see if I can get you closer to it. Doesn't that look good already? So we're gonna put that back in here. I'm gonna turn the heat up just a little bit. I have some meatballs left, not many, but enough for another night. We're gonna taste the broth real quick to see if it needs any extra flavoring. I think it needs more salt. So we're gonna add more salt to it. Let's see. Definitely some more salt. Hopefully I'm not gonna put too much because I'm gonna add Parmesan cheese in there. And that's gonna have, I'm gonna do that right now, some Parmesan. I'm out of my fresh, so I like to add Parmesan cheese as it cooks because that will add really good flavor. So So I'm gonna let it sit. You can check the broth one more time. Much better, much better. So the pasta's in there. We're gonna bring it up to a boil. I'm just gonna simmer it now and we'll be back. I hope that you enjoyed this video and you try this recipe out. It's really a comforting soup during the cold winter months. So thanks for joining us, Life in the Piedmont, and we will see you on our next video. Bye, everybody.